My name is Jason Cleveland. I'm a broker owner at Trophy Properties and Auction. Today we have a guest chef with us, very special to me, my mother. Everybody calls her Noni, and today we're gonna make two different kinds of lasagna. We're gonna make a ground venison lasagna and a wild turkey lasagna. She doesn't want to be on film, and she's very nervous about all this stuff, but we're forcing her to do it anyway.
That's
because
right.
they're very good. I wanted to make these recipes. I wanted her to teach me how to make these recipes, and so when she agreed to do it, I surprised her with a film crew. So here we are today. My mother, Noni, is going to walk us through how to make her two different lasagna recipes.
It seems funny to make this because when he was a little boy, every time I served it, he cried because he hated it. Anyway, the first step would be to chop onions and garlic.
How'd you come up with the recipe? You used to make this recipe for my older sisters. This was what she asked for her
Right.
birthday.
Still does.
I know.
I know too.
That's why she's here.
That's right.
But so you had a recipe to start with. Where did you get the original recipe that you've tweaked for 50-something years?
Well, I'll be truthful with you. I don't really remember. It may have been off the box of lasagna noodles. I don't know.
The only person messier than me in the kitchen is Noni. You could wait until we get some of this cleaned up. I feel like I'm in the danger zone over here. Put the ground meat in.
No, I'm not going to cut that because I might use the wrong knife.
I don't care what knife you use.
All right then.
Cut away from your hand, Noni.
I know all about that.
Now on my ground venison, I get 15 to 20% beef fat put back with it. I don't have any diamond crystal. Noni's background, she's a home ec major in college, and then taught school for 30-something years.
34 to be exact.
34 years as a home ec major, taught grade school in Alton, Illinois, and then towards the end of her retirement, started working for my aunt who owns Josephine's Country Collectibles and Tea Room. Used to be the name of it, now it's just Josephine's, but she baked all the desserts for a lot of years at Josephine's, so she really knows the baking business real well, but we let her bake lasagna every once in a while.
Yeah. No, I taught for 34 years and then I worked for my sister for 20.
Baking desserts for 20 years.
Yep. And COVID, I retired.
She got to finally retire at the ripe old age of 80.
That's right.
Which is different than her mother.
What the heck? 80?
How old was your mother when she retired?
90.
She retired at 90 from Josephine's. My aunt's a slave driver. She keeps my family working way past their prime.
We stay employed forever. You know what I like about this? There's hardly any fat.
Yeah, you don't have to strain off the fat.
No, I don't.
What are you adding? Is it whole tomatoes, tomato paste?
I'll tell you why I chose whole tomatoes. Because they use their best tomatoes for the whole tomato can. If you use the dice or the sauce, they're not as the quality is not as good. So these are diced.
Me too.
Wrong can. Oh, that's hysterical.
Here.
Oh, yeah. I added all that lovely information.
Well, you got the second best quality, the diced.
I did, right.
How much?
A couple tablespoons. Well, let's make 3 tablespoons.
It's an exact science when Nani's cooking.
Uh-huh.
How much?
I did maybe 3/4 of a can. And then I'm gonna add some All right, let's just let that cook for a while. Maybe 30 minutes. Okay, yeah,
You want it still on high?
maybe a little bit. But that skillet's so big. All right, I want to put a little bit of sauce in the bottom of the pan, and then I want to tell you that the noodles I'm using are not the boiled kind. They're the kind that you can just use. They're oven ready.
Oven ready lasagna noodles.
Yes, and I've used the others hundreds of times, but I like these because they taste more like fresh pasta. So I have made the switch.
Do you put that stuff down to kind of grease the bottom of the pan
Yeah.
so the noodles don't stick?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Get your noodle down. We put the layer of sauce.
Been sampling it for a
Oh,
while.
good.
You have 3 different kinds of cheese?
Yes, I do.
Or 4?
Really? Yeah, 4. Now the sliced mozzarella.
You just cover the whole thing?
Yep.
It's a meaty sauce.
Yes, it is. Really and truly, it's probably too much meat, but my family loves meat, so here we are.
I'm in the right business.
Now that we have this all put together, we'll put it in the oven at 350, maybe 30 minutes, but you want to make sure it's all bubbly and you can tell that it's nice and warm. But about 10 minutes before you take it out of the oven, you want to put your last layer of cheese on. So anyway, this is the way I like it. It doesn't mean that everybody likes their cheese like that, but that's the way I do it.
All right. We have a lot of turkey in my house, and some people don't eat red meat, like my sister who's also with us today, but she does eat birds. So I've got a bunch of turkey, and we're gonna make a turkey lasagna too, which I've never had, and I don't know if you ever made it.
I've never made it. I've made chicken lasagna, but I've never made turkey.
It'll be close enough. But what we did with the turkey last night, I put it in some chicken broth and put some oregano in there and sous vide it at about 180 degrees for 3 hours. So we're gonna get it out of the bag, chop it up, and follow.
Just the regular lasagna recipe.
Nani, let's get some sound bites of what your thoughts are about my current hairstyle.
Ugly. Very ugly.
Why does my hair bother you so much, Nani?
Because I think you are a decent looking boy. And that hair makes you look old and grumpy. And I just wanted to cut it before I die.
I told you I'll do it for your funeral.
To add liquid to this turkey, because it is very dry, I'm going to add a little bit of the mushroom water. Usually I just throw it away, but for this I think I probably need to use it. Give this a little bit of more of a
And when you
sauce.
say very dry,
Very dry.
it was sous vide. It's just not got the fat that the.
Kind of like a dry wine. I thought that was funny.
You're gonna need to apologize about calling my turkey ashy on film. now we have the lasagna prepped and ready. We've got a bunch of friends coming over tonight. They're all out hunting right now. It's 2 days before Missouri's rifle season, so I wish them all good luck. We'll have a nice offering of lasagna plates when they get done.
Along with a nice glass of wine.